Alright, guys, this is episode 3 of Three Guys and a Cold One with a guest. I'm Elsoappp,
We tried it. We tried it.
Crusader,
Good day.
with our special guest, Barney.
The one and only up tier best person here.
Alright, so this episode, the third one, is going to be talking about, in a chronological order, apparently, we're going to talk about the overpowered weapons of Modern Warfare 2019 multiplayer and technically Warzone 2. We're going to be starting off with the M4, aren't we, Todd?
The weapon balance ever since the game had came out was if you were lucky, you got into a match where it wasn't heavily used, but if you were over a kill death ratio of maybe 1.5 or higher, you wouldn't see anything else but a double barrel shotgun, the 7.25, or a M4. There's just no way. You'll get a few other guns here and there, but just that gun was busted. Both of those. Even now.
Some of you guys know that the 7.25 is the Olympia, just that they really made it a really, really good gun in Modern Warfare for some reason. You could snipe people with it. You could actually. I think you had to add slugs, right? Yeah, I was gonna say. No, slugs
Yeah, let's
in
add slugs.
theory
Yeah,
can
it
make
was-
it far.
Slugs shot.
There,
It's
I
just
thought clips about
it's a
that.
rod. It's a rod, a slug basically. To make it simple.
yeah, it's pretty much just a huge bullet.
Yes, it's just a giant
the-
ball of lead that's lunged.
What's the next gun that was pretty big? The M4 was pretty nice. It was overused a lot. Not gonna lie.
Well, I always the
Starter gun, it
M4
was
is
really
just
a
like a
meta gun.
laser gun. It's made for everything. You know, there's always a gun that's like that. Even in Infinite Warfare, I
As
think
a
it was
bunch of
called the
people would
K-bar.
call-
There you go. I haven't played that game in a long time, so. But I remember there was a gun that
Neither
was.
have I rarely ever play it.
I did. I never used that gun, by the way. But it was. It's technically the M4 but an Infinite.
What are the guns we got? Weapons.
Whoa! We're not done with
Following
them,
up
Barney. Whoa!
Nah, we're switching guns now. We're switching.
Following
We're
up, you
switching
have
guns.
the
The
We're switching
Grau.
guns now.
I think the next one
Fuck
is the
that
Grau.
M4.
following up season
Yeah.
2, the Grau was a big problem. If this was like when Warzone came out, so whenever people found out how to properly control recoil with all the attachments to the gun, just if you had a reason to pull down on your right stick, and if you learn how to do that, like any other normal person, the gun would just not move at all.
So you're telling
Even
me
worse for people.
if Adolf Hitler would have learned how to do that, he would be considered somebody.
He would have
normal?
won the war.
He would have won the war.
What the Grau?
He would have
Like,
won
fuck
the
you,
war.
Jew! Oh,
I'm
fuck
telling
you,
you right now.
American!
If they had the growl, if they had the growl and they were shooting at us, dude, and they knew how to control the recoil, they would have won the war.
It's because
Just
the
saying.
problem was, bro, he didn't know the steps to enable Pack-a-Punch, you know? He didn't know the Easter egg steps,
He
so
didn't know how to
couldn't, he couldn't Pack-a-Punch.
He didn't have Perkaholic, bro. He wasn't gonna get it.
But why did you have to take us to, like, goggle gums? You know that goggle gums are frowned upon in the zombie community, right? Apparently. Which I did not know.
The bubble gums, I don't like the bubble gums.
Yeah, you see? Oh, yeah, apparently it was disliked by the community. I did not
say
know that.
it's
Yeah.
it's
Game a
cool, like, but like the thing is that you have to choose it beforehand, and then you have to unlock them, and
I think that's
just
why they
like,
made
why
the
don't you just keep it simple?
they made the Easter eggs a
Yeah.
lot harder because they were like, oh, you have goggle gums, like you have a perk where you could get somebody up, like, you know what I'm saying? They probably, I feel like because of the goggle gums,
Yeah.
they made the Easter eggs a lot harder because they do help you.
Yeah, they should have just kept it simple with
Whoa.
the normal bottles. Like, I know they're trying to add something new, but like keeping it simple would be nice.
I guess we'll sort of be going back in Cold War. The Grau,
we're
yeah,
going back.
that gun. I remember watching in YouTube just a bunch of videos of like the Grau loadout that will make you win the game. There was so many videos of of how to use the loadout, how good the Grau was.
There's nothing you can do about it. It had good damage, very good, like, overall rate of fire. Everything about it was just, if you didn't know how to use it, honestly, you should have just quit the game right then and there.
I barely unlocked it because this season there's a free variant of the Grau.
Yeah,
I
and
haven't
it's,
used it,
and
so
it's basically the build.
so you tell me, how is the gun now?
They it's still a good gun, definitely. Like you can still perform with it,
Because the
but
725 is still a good gun too. It's still
it's
they
oh yeah,
they took
no, yeah,
forever to
no doubt.
supposedly
Like
nerf it, and
it
they
still
still
does
didn't
really
nerf
good.
it. As for the M4, I think it's
Yeah.
balanced for me. I think it's a good gun. I think
It's alright. If you know how to use it, it's good.
Yeah, I mean, if you've got the 10-round mags, if you just hit the shots, you've got it made. But it's 10 rounds, so in a sense, you have to land the shots for sure for the M4. And then you've got the other mag that makes it into a submachine gun too, which is nice. So you could turn that gun into a sniper.
Oh yeah, with the 9mm.
Yeah, and a
9
submachine
millimeter.
gun. So it's whatever you want, really.
It turns it into the Commando 9.
There we go.
It's alright.
So after the growl, what happened, Thomas? What did it? Who are the guys? Infinity? Oh no, it's Raven, right?
Raven.
Yeah. What did Raven do
Raven
after?
and Infinity Ward.
What was the next monstrosity? MP5, if I'm correct. Which, by the way,
Ooh, that
Oh God.
that was nice.
when I used the MP5 in Cold War on the Alpha, that thing was shredding. I know what I'm gonna use in the beta.
Oh yeah.
Because I asked
The
my friend.
sniping,
Oh,
the sniping in the yeah.
Sniping in that game was terrible. I hated it.
in Cold War.
What? Dude, I
This
loved
guy's
it.
a
That shit was
retard.
easy, bro.
What a retard!
Dude,
Dog,
if
no,
you
no,
suck
no, no.
ass,
Let me explain.
Dude, I'm not even good with
Because
snipers, and I
it was
liked
so-
it.
It was too simple, bro.
That's what we want.
it's what?
Simplicity
It was too.
makes things
Yes.
good
I
sometimes.
was literally blazing everybody like quick scoping and everything.
That's what people want.
You literally all you needed to do was point and shoot. Plus, it wasn't that far. It's like any other fucking
Which, by the
sniper
way,
game.
the quick
Nah,
scoping in
bro.
that game
Ever
is
played that
actually.
Sniper Elite,
con-
bro? Nah. Ever played
I
Sniper
did
Elite?
play Sniper Elite, and I will tell you that I would prefer the sniping from COD because it's more fun. Sniper Elite is
Yeah.
more of a series.
All
I
you
played
had to
Sniper
do,
Elite.
literally, all you had to do was shoot.
I did have fun in Sniper Elite, but I still prefer the one for COD because look, Barney, I'm not really good at sniping. You know, I consider myself a pretty bad sniper, but I got some headshots. I got some good body shots. It felt good when you got the kills or even shot it itself. And the quick scoping is
Yeah.
actually considered to be the best. It reminds people from Black Ops 1 before they, messed it up. So I don't know what
Yeah.
Isaac is talking about here, honestly.
Have you tried the new Remington or the new
Pellington?
sniper
Wait,
or marksmanship
Ugh.
rifle?
In which
Yeah,
Whoa, that's
The
going a bit too
the
far. That's going a bit too far.
R700 remake or
yeah.
SPR.
That one has the same
whatever you wanna call it.
feeling. That has the same feeling as the one that was
SPR,
in Cold War.
because the SPR is basically the Pellington. It's literally the
Yeah.
it's technically the same thing. The SPR is considered bugged. Apparently, it's considered
Well, it is
over.
bugged.
I don't.
It is
Wait, but in what
bugged.
way? I
What?
didn't watch the
Why?
video. In what way?
Right now in Warzone, they never added the patch to it to where bullet drop takes effect, and in Warzone right now, it's hit scan.
Oh yeah, I noticed that. You could
So
shoot
you're
it and
telling
like
me
you don't even have to
if you see a
adjust
guy
that.
from another
There's
building,
no-
you just put the reticle on him and you've got it made. Like,
Yeah, and you shot. Yeah,
oh well, I haven't even used
Theoretically,
that gun. So
800 meters, you can get a one-shot headshot.
as long as you can hit your shot from that far, you're Gucci.
It's possible.
Yeah, well, I haven't used it
and
in
it's very
Warzone.
certainly so.
I think in
If
multiplayer
you use it
it's
in
really
multiplayer,
good.
it's pretty nice too.
It's a good.
It's really
sniper.
good in multiplayer, actually.
I use the iron
Yes,
sights, by the
sir.
way. I haven't put a scope on it. I'll put a scope on it once I've got the attachments to make it the ADS go higher. I think in multiplayer it's a really good. You can go up against people with submachine guns and you could actually beat them. Like if you just get the shot in, you've got it made. Really fun, and it sounds really good too. Sounds really good whenever you shoot it.
I have a class with that one and the other gun, the AAS VAL, right?
Yes.
It is.
Another
Yeah, I
gun
have.
we're gonna
Are we gonna
about
talk
later.
about the
Yeah.
vow right now? Because I've got a theory, and it's a good one. Now I didn't come up with the
Oh,
theory myself.
okay. We can talk about that right now, real quick.
Okay.
So pretty much, dude,
Oh, okay.
that gun has penetration, bro. That gun.
Barney, we did an
It has
experiment.
unlimited
Thomas and
penetration.
I did an experiment. I don't know if I've got the footage to upload it in YouTube, but we did what is it? Ground war, where the maps are really big. So
There is a map called Anaya Palace, and we did our best to line it up. And after like 100 or so shots, we were able to land it. I had a record 290-meter .51 shot.
Through
Jesus
buildings.
Unbelievable.
Through buildings and shit,
And
dude.
through the ground.
And by the way,
Through the
the bullets
ground.
do go all the way. Like they do go through the whole map. Just that where I was at a lower ground, so I had to position myself to be towards the higher ground where he
To
was at.
shoot it up. Yeah.
Yeah, because technically I was in the lower ground, but the bullets were going through the map. So I was reading, and it sounds true. They're saying that Modern War or the people Raven and Infinity Ward might have made the gun broken on purpose. There, once you reach what is it, rank 100? I think it's rank 100. You get the variant with the 100 with the 10 round mag, which is what you need to make it pretty to go through anything. People were saying that they made it broken so people would buy money to buy that variant, and you could just simply go off.
To get it faster.
Yeah, you simply because it technically
Get it
that
fast.
is
probably
pay
market
to win
scheme.
right there.
Yeah.
That is pay to win if you think about it. Thomas and I had a match, and I couldn't play after that. I got really exhausted. The other team was using the VAL with the with the 10 round mag, and it was a small map. What map was it? It's like with the crates and it's a pretty small map technically.
We played a whole match of Hackney Yard of absolute just toxicity. I was running around with a 10-round M4 SOCOM because it's just my main weapon of choice, and I'd kill somebody and they'd be complaining even though they're using a gun that's theoretically better than mine.
That's what got me mad. Was that I would be camping an angle because I was using the SPR, and I shoot the guy with the VAL, and he's like, "You bitch!" Like he started cussing at me in the hot mic, right? I was like, "This guy's getting mad, even though he's using a gun that went through walls, and they were shooting through walls, by the way." We were playing. What was it? Still headquarters, wasn't it? So in headquarters, you have you have to stay in a location. Now usually it's inside a building. So when it's inside a building, what do you say? Oh, I've got a wall behind me. I know they can't shoot me through this wall because the game doesn't allow it. But with the VAL, you could just shoot through the whole. Like you'll get everybody in the room because they go through walls. So it's really unfair.
Funny barricade go.
Yeah.
Brrr.
So the VAL needs to really be fixed. I haven't unlocked it yet. But people are saying that that Infinity Ward basically did that on purpose, where they have a variant of it in the battle pass that has the 10 round mag on purpose, so
Yeah.
you could basically pay, and you don't have to work for the 10 round mag. I don't know what level you have to unlock it at, so I don't know if it would be a grind.
It's tier 31, and I finally got it up to that point where I got the SPR
Do you know what
SPP mags.
what
But
what do
I
you remember
don't
what
like
rank?
using it in that. I don't like to use that gun in a scum way. So I purposely hold back to avoid stirring up a whole heated match about it. So what I do is I use it as as what the gun was previously called, the VSS Ventores, a whole 9mm by 39 sniper build. But that's just me. I don't like using it because it just doesn't feel nice in my hands. But I'm pretty sure if you like a gun that's
But we're gonna talk about a gun that was taken away from Warzone. The
Origin
Origin.
12.
Now, when I used that gun, I loved picking it up from the ground. I didn't care if it had any attachments or not because the gun did really good. So that was a gun I could really rely on. I knew it was good, but I never thought it would be considered overpowered. So that gun was taken away. What do you think? You think that was a proper move instead of nerfing the gun in general, or just nerfing it or take it away from Warzone?
it was a smart move for them. It was a smart move for them to get rid of it as a ground drop. Definitely, it was a little bit on the higher side of being bullshittery because you have a loadout and somebody drops and you get absolutely wrecked by somebody who just picked up a common weapon off the floor.
I haven't uploaded the video yet, but I had previously tried, and this was without Thomas. I had done the government building Easter egg where you get the Bruin, and man, I really dislike the Origin because we're doing plunder, and in plunder you can have your own loadout, right? So since the government building is technically a small quarter area, everybody was using the Origin. So that's where I found out where it was really overpowered. That thing takes you down instantly. Like, it's no joke. Like, you better react super fast, but even if you do, you'll probably still get down. I hate the VKO Rogue. I think they replaced the Origin with the Rogue, didn't they? They like basically just switched them out.
Yes.
I hate that shotgun in Warzone. I'm not good with it, me.
Even then, it's a little bit. It's still a little bit. Well, the VLK Rogue is okay.
Yeah,
It-
but
it does good
it's got a
damage for
pump. So
like a
you've
shoddy,
got
but-
reaction or the other person
Yeah.
has reaction to or has time to react because of that pump, right? Even though it's pretty fast, it's not the same thing as the Origin. The Origin is just like a train railing you. It's nonstop. And if you like you said, if you have a loadout where you have the 25 round, it's like a huge amount of shotgun shells.
You have a 25 round drum.
You're dead. If the guy gets his shots, you're not gonna make it. That's the thing with the Origin. If you can
You're not
just
gonna
get
win.
the shots, and the TTK of Modern Warfare, if I'm correct, I think it should be. I'm not too sure about how it's considered the TTK. It's shorter. You have less time to react. I think that's how it works, right?
It's the shortest time to kill in any game. Yeah.
Yeah.
The shortest time to kill in any game.
Which, by the way, I think in Cold War the TTK is quite balanced and good. Because in Modern Warfare, man, if the guy shoots you first, you're you're kind of screwed. Like, unless, you know what I'm saying? Unless the guy misses. But dude, I remember I had asked a professor of mine. This was before I played Warzone. I used to play only co-op, literally just co-op. I asked my professor, and it was when Warzone barely came out, and I remember there was hype about it. I asked him because he's a gamer and he has a Twitch channel, my professor. And I asked him, I was like, sir, what do you think of Warzone? Like, did you play it? He was like, oh yeah, I played it. It's fast paced. At the time, I thought it was kind of like Titanfall fast paced, where you can go on the walls and you can do a lot of good tricks. But I feel like when he said fast paced, it was a TTK. Like, it's just really fast. If you don't react. In Cold War, you can actually react. You have the time to turn around or do wherever the enemy is and actually at least put some bullets into him. And it also has this thing where even if you did damage on him, you still get the kill. If somebody else like finishes him off, you get the kill. Now I'm gonna talk about. Now I don't know too much about this, Thomas. So maybe you do because you know more. I feel like you know more about logistics of Modern Warfare. It's called like skill based matchmaking.
SBMM.
Yeah, there we go. I don't think Modern Warfare has it, right? Or do they?
No, it does. It's terribly executed though.
Didn't
Terrible
you say that you
execution.
you just have to suck in 2 matches or like don't you have a technique for that, Thomas?
Almost everybody would do it. I do it consistently whenever I just
Yeah,
feel
but
like not.
well, I don't know about
trying.
it, so explain it to me.
It's called it's reverse boosting. You would purposely go in a match and purposely kill yourself a bunch of times. Like if there's 24/7 shipment, you can run into a match and you can just overly kill yourself, and it would purposely like de-rank your skill, and you would go into a lobby with like people who are absolute buffoons.
And that's when you take off the
mask
mask and you're a master. So you know
yeah,
you're really good.
Yeah, it's all tricks. Just anybody could do it. It's not hard.
See,
but
because
it's annoying to do.
I didn't know about it. Okay, honestly, I didn't know about that. Like I said, I don't know too much about the logistics of it. And the only reason I learned about TTK was because of Battlefield 5. If anybody plays that game, you'll know what I'm talking about. When there was a big fiasco of that, that's when I learned about it. But I learned about the rank matchmaking because apparently people are getting mad at Cold War for doing that. I don't know how or why. You said that Modern Warfare has it, so I don't see why people are complaining about the skill matchmaking for Modern Warfare. So, but I just wanted to bring that up.
Oh, I know that. I know.
Wait,
I know the
Barney,
reason
you
why
can't just
people are
start
pissed off about
speaking.
Cold War shit.
Say that you're back.
I can start speaking about one. I'm back. Anyways, so people got mad about the fucking the thing in Cold War because during the Cold War beta test or whatever it's called, where everyone had it for free for a while. Yeah, so pretty much people got mad about it because then they started getting shit on by other people, and they're like, what the fuck is this? Like, it's broken and shit like that. And so people started crying about it because they're starting to get shit on
Oh,
instead
okay,
of
I
like
see
shitting
why.
on other people. Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, I did have some
because like in
matches
the beginning,
where
like me and
I did pretty bad, but I wasn't getting mad about. I didn't
yeah,
know it was
so
that. I didn't
like
really
when
could.
me and like that's why most people get mad about like the skill based matchmaking is because they get put with people that are either like better than them or like as good as them, and they can't get the kills they
I
usually
don't know.
get.
I had a very
That's why
different
a lot of people don't
experience.
like skill based.
There's a video. I think
But
it's in. Wait. I was paired up with some idiots in the other team. I swear I thought they were bots. You had some players who like literally. I got in front of one guy and he looked the other way instead of trying to shoot me, and I got a headshot off him. But I don't know. I did get shitted on like you said, but I wasn't complaining about it. There's people who are better than me and there's people who aren't better than me. Well,
Yeah, like if you it happens, like you some games you get good, some games you don't, but like people are like just getting mad, and like the most of the people that are getting mad about it were the Twitch streamers and shit like
oh,
that.
because
Like
they're
y'all
trying
be
to
like
get
content for
clips,
YouTube.
dude.
Yeah, they're trying to get clips, and then they get shit on, so they can't do the clips, and then they shit on the things. They shit on fucking skill based matchmaking, and then they're like, "Oh, some of us just want to play casual and not have to like sweat our ass off." It's like, dude, okay, like let's say they do make a casual and a rank, like you know how like Siege has a casual and a
But
rank,
Black Ops has
right?
had it
right,
before.
You know that?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But like, let's say we do that. We do a skill, we do a fucking rank one and a casual one. Wouldn't you think
From
everyone's gonna play
rank.
casual
Well, yeah, I was
first,
gonna tell
like
you.
no, everyone's gonna play casual. Like everyone, who the fuck is gonna care about rank?
I never played rank,
But
by the
everyone's
way.
gonna play casual, and the people who play who are trying to be like get the clips and shit are still gonna be in the same match, no matter
Yeah.
what.
So this is
So
the
like, it's
thing.
not gonna really
Yeah,
fix anything.
it's a way for them to the developers think, oh, okay, the people who are like Twitch streamers, they'll go into ranked because they want to feel challenged, and casuals for people who just want to play for fun. They don't care about their kill
You,
death ratio or their clips. But that's the problem. The people who want to
yeah,
get clips are gonna be in
that's the
casual,
opposite.
shitting on people. So it's counterproductive. That's what
Yeah,
it basically is. Um,
it's not really gonna fix it.
and the thing is, it's true because when I was editing my video for Cold War Alpha, sadly, I did do really good in some matches, but I wasn't live streaming, so I wasn't able to get the footage. But I didn't get a lot of clips. There's just literally footage of me like one-shotting a dude with a sniper. Like that's my clip. Like I don't really care. I'm not trying to get clips. I'm just trying to have fun in the game, and that's what that's why I put some clips where I
Eh,
just get one kill because I was having fun. I headshotted a dude with a sniper. I'm not good at sniper, so for me that's a
yeah,
good clip. For me that's pretty darn good. But apparently Modern Warfare has it, but I don't see why people don't get mad. So I just find it weird how people don't get mad for Modern Warfare for doing it, but they get mad at Treyarch. So I just find it odd.
you know what? You know what
it's
people
dumb.
should get
But
mad at?
I don't see anything. I don't see anything bad for
They
the
should get
skill
mad
based
at
matchmaking.
how the game is basically built for camping. Like, come on, dude.
Modern Warfare, right?
I'm running around the map like a senseless, like a chicken with its head cut off, but I'm still having fun. And then you just get absolutely massacred by some guy in a corner.
Yeah, so yeah, I understand you.
It's
I hate it so much because I feel like campers really make the game bad. That's why I only played co-op because I want to play by myself, right? Usually I last longer in multiplayer when I'm playing with a friend because I don't get as mad because I can at least laugh about it with my friend. But when I first played the
so I came
game by myself,
around.
dude, there was so much camping, claymores, landmines, camping, so much, and I didn't want to play the game anymore. It was really it was so boring because I'm kind of like, what's the whole point of actually playing the game when there's a fucking dude in the corner of the room just waiting for you to fucking walk by or open the door. I feel like campers are really they kill the game, to be honest. They really do. It doesn't make it a fun experience. But hey, people just want the kills. They want the kill streaks, and that's why Cold War is doing what they're doing with their score streaks to prevent camping. Which, by the way, I think
Which is built up.
I think it works. By the way, when I played out the
I
alpha,
like it.
I only
think
met
it-
one camper, and it wasn't as much, but he was camping.
I I didn't have campers at all,
It was
and
just
if I
one
did have
dude.
someone like stayed at one
Yeah, but I
position,
was gonna say it was for
it,
a short while because we really didn't stay the whole match. It was in
yeah, like I
Moscow.
like
You know Moscow?
Moscow
I was
that match. Yeah,
gonna. Okay, you know where
Moscow's
B
a
is
good
at?
one. I like Moscow. Moscow was my first
Moscow
match.
was
You know
good.
where B is at? In Moscow, which is the center of the map.
Yeah, in the middle,
Okay, yeah, where the
Yeah, and then
shop
there's like a
is.
little portion aside.
No, there's a thing in the. It's like a tele booth where the stairs are, the escalators. You know where the escalators?
And
Next
then
to
there's
it, you
like
can get on top of that thing and camp.
yeah.
There was a guy doing that. I did not know that. I know you could get up there and just shoot from there. But he was there for a while. But I did get kind of mad. It was a semi camper because I didn't see him after that because it's at B. Like you're gonna die real quick. I think I really had so much fun because nobody was camping. Everybody was moving. And then when they were camping, you could kind of take them out easily. It wasn't much of a problem. Miami was where I did meet some campers in the balcony of the hotel.
Yeah, the balcony sniping.
Yeah. That's where they were doing it at mostly, but it was
Yeah, that was a good thing.
And also that site across balcony where it was like on the
where
top of the building.
C is
Oh
at.
yeah,
Right next to the
it's like
coast.
it's supposed to be like a counter for that place.
I guess so.
Yeah,
That is
it was
true.
like an air conditioner.
Yeah.
That place was pretty fun.
I like how
What was I gonna say,
Thomas
though?
can't really
Skill
relate.
based.
He plays Xbox.
We go back to that skill based matchmaking thing I was talking about. Well, I was gonna say like bring up a point. When I play by myself multiplayer. That's why I play multiplayer by myself.
But in
I
what
get
game?
nice ass
What
kills.
game?
Like I get like in Modern Warfare. So I play that shit by myself, and like I'd get like I'll get average 35 to 50 kills like in a game.
What game mode are
But
you
then
playing?
I joined Brian. Yeah. Huh?
What game mode are you playing? Is it
Like,
domination? Or...
It's either domination, kill, confirm, anything like
Right, yeah,
that.
you can get. Yeah, you can get.
But you can build up a
Yeah.
bunch of kills in that. And when I play in that game, like I get like a bunch of kills by myself. But let's say I join in like with Brian or some shit, like another friend, one of our friends. He's like a higher level and he's PC and he's like
He's a
way
sweat.
better.
He's a
Of
sweat.
course, I get like shit on
And
him.
then you get dumped
yeah.
He's
on.
a serious sweat,
I get
man,
shit on during
by the
that
way.
game.
Yeah.
During those games, dude, I get shit on hardcore shit.
See,
on.
I've had really
I
good
get
matches
shit.
in Modern Warfare, but I'm telling you, it's camping that doesn't make it fun. I bet if there weren't campers in those matches I've had,
Yeah.
the match would be fun because they're at my level. I know in the past Call of Duties, I felt like I'm playing against people who are around my level. And I think in Search and Destroy,
The only
it's where it gets different. You know what I'm saying? When you're playing with friends.
the only maps I say in Modern Warfare that are cool with camping is Shoot House. That's the only house. That's the only one I let that's cool with camping.
Yeah.
Because the only place people camp are like in the ends. It's where you get those sniper shots.
Yeah,
I
I
was on the
remember
second
doing
floor.
gunfight there. Gunfight was insane.
Yeah,
On
and
Shoot
then they
House?
just mount on that shit. Yeah, in Shoot House. Like I don't really care if people camp there because I'll just counter camp
Wait,
them and fuck them up.
You can do gunfight on Shoot House? What?
No,
I was confusing it with
Did
King.
not know that. That's cool.
but yeah,
King.
it's pretty cool.
What gun is next? The MP5, like we said, that gun has always been good for Call of Duty, so it's not a surprise, I'd say, because even like I said in Cold War, it was really good.
Yeah.
So, and I asked my friends, why is this gun really good? And then he told me, well, in Modern Warfare, it's overpowered, and the gun has always been good in every Call of Duty usually. I was like, oh, okay, it's tradition, I'd say. I was like, I don't care at this point. You know which thing I really hate in Modern Warfare? How accurate an RPG could be in Modern Warfare.
Nah, it's not that accurate.
Dude,
Dude, like that shit fucking gets.
Even Brian was surprised when they landed a shot on him, and then that guy was pretty good because when we looked at the kill cam, the guy lined up the shot with the RPG. He lined it up from like Brian was running and he lined it up. It was insane. But like look at Gorilla, man. That guy goes insane with the RPG when he uses it, right? When he uses it. When he doesn't, he doesn't use it. I don't like the RPG, by the way.
Dude, there's times where you play his fucking Warzone, and he has the rocket like equipped, but he never uses the whole game.
Dude, he asks for ammo. Hey, I know you guys have RPG
Yeah.
ammo, but never uses it.
RPG ammo was never
This
used.
guy's loaded, but he
It's
doesn't
funny
use
as
it.
fuck.
He doesn't use it. And then one time, I've got a clip of it too, where there's a car. We're like, shoot down the car, shoot down the car, and then he's like, I can't. It's like, you've got the RPG. What are you doing? Like, you're the one that's got it. We've got ammo. Like, we've got normal ammo. And that guy, man, I don't know why he uses an RPG class, but he doesn't really use it.
Yeah.
The C4 has been nerfed. The radius.
Oh yeah, the throw.
Yeah. And I think
People are complaining about it because
oh.
yeah, people are complaining mostly because they're killing themselves
Yeah, exactly. That's what they get.
because they throw it. Yeah, they throw it, they run forward, and they detonate it, and it blows up on them, so it kills them.
I
it's not
accidentally
that
killed
far.
myself with the C4 once. I'm not a big guy who uses the C4 for that, but very rarely it happens where I use it, right? And I throw it, and I had forgotten that they had changed the range of it. So I just blew it in front of I killed myself. I was like, oh crap. I was like, they did change the range. And supposedly now there's a delay to, I think Thomas was the one that told me, that there's a delay to ignite the C4 too. That you actually have to wait now a little bit before you can do it.
And there's also a beep that alerts you right before.
There you go. That's what he told me about. There's
Yeah,
a
it's gonna
beep.
blow up.
No, after
Yeah,
the
there's
beep,
like
you
a
can
little
do it, no?
beep.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's
It's a
as soon
reaction
as you
time.
double
Yeah.
tap.
Yeah. Yeah, I think
It
the
basically
C4
turns
thing was.
into like Siege's nitrocell.
Yeah,
I think they did pretty good on that. Because, by the way, in Cold War, they did it too. But I think in Cold War, they had it balanced. I think the C4 was already kind of controlled in a sense. But we'll find out in the beta.
Not really. You can still lug that thing around.
Yeah, yeah,
in Cold War, yeah.
Yeah, but
It looks nice.
yeah,
But
that's what I was saying. It looks pretty good for. I did get killed by C4 multiple times, but it wasn't as much as Modern Warfare. Modern Warfare, they were throwing it like grenades. Like they would actually go pretty far. So that for me was a problem. But we'll find out in the beta. Apparently, these guys won't be playing the beta this weekend, so I'll see what happens. You guys want to talk about the raid tech? Which other gun is there?
like a new gun or like an overpowered gun.
We could talk about the Bruin.
How about the striker?
The Striker?
oh god, Big Bag Bruin.
Is that the one that has like two shots, right? Two shotgun shells.
No, that's the.
No,
that's
that
the
gun's a
R90.
base gun. It's been there since
the Bruin is. How do I put
Which one's the
this
Bruin?
in
the
perspective?
LMG that has
It's
100.
the M249 saw.
Oh,
That gun's really
yeah,
good.
is it the
I had
American
a
one?
lot of
The
fun.
American LMG?
Yeah.
Early season 4 and just through season 4, that gun was a monster because it was a sort of bug. The 18-inch para barrel was bugged, and it made it like the Summit barrel with the same ADS time as the smallest barrel.
Jesus.
And it would be able to like 4-shot long range all headshot, and it still is able to, but it's much harder now. But even then, it's unfair to go up against. I have a clip of me using it in season 6 now, and I was still able to like absolutely destroy somebody on a rooftop.
That's what I did. I have a clip of it too. It's in the Watchtower, that airport place, the high building. So these guys were on the roof.
Yeah.
So I went on top and I had the Bren or the Bruin, and there were two guys. Dude, did I not demolish him? Like that gun just like got rid of him real fast. I was surprised with it. I always picked that gun up too because I liked it. So it was a really fun gun to use. The Striker is basically the the UMP. You tell me because I haven't even used that gun, by the way. If it's overpowered, I don't know about you. I don't know if you guys have used it.
I'd say it's decently balanced for
Okay.
a 45 ACP
Okay.
SMG.
Good input, Isaac.
I own one in real life.
What about the SKS?
Oh god.
That thing.
Absolute one shot in hardcore. I mean, if they have first peek and they have a decent reaction time, they're gonna kill you.
By the way,
Yeah, for sure.
you unlock the SKS for free in Season 6, in case you haven't unlocked it or whatever. You get a variant of it. It comes in with a scope, so. I used the SKS in Cold War. And from my understanding, it's basically just as good as Modern Warfare. I had it to where I think, because in Cold War you can have a barrel attachment where it does vehicle damage, but I don't use it for vehicles. I use it on human beings. That's how it works, right?
Yeah.
I use the anti-material rifle in
Dude,
Battlefield
okay.
5 for human beings, not tanks. So like that's how I am.
Dude, talking about that shit. Yeah, talking about that shit, like how it does like vehicle damage. I put on a stock on a UMP and it gave me like more damage.
Yeah.
Like, how does the stock give you extra
Well,
damage on the gun, dude? And I was thinking, I was like,
maybe for melee? No, right? No, that wouldn't. No, it would
nah,
have
I was
told
talking
you.
about like damage. Like it wouldn't. Yeah, it wouldn't say damage. It would say melee damage.
I got a lot of
But I
good
was thinking,
clips
it's like,
with the SKS in Cold War, but I wasn't recording. But I got a lot of. I was getting like triples and quads with it. Like actually, that gun is insane. I hope they don't nerf it, but I wouldn't be surprised because the gun was performing really good. I didn't get to use the I did get to use the SKS in Warzone, but the build was really weird for me. It was more like of a sniper kind of build, and I use it more for. I like iron sights. So, I don't really like going with a full-on sniper scope. Let's see, what else do we have? The Raid Tech. The Raid Tech is the Raid Tech, in my opinion. It's whatever. It's got explosive bullets. That's the only thing that
Does
made it
it-
special. It was the first weapon to have, like, it's
Yeah.
It does. It's the job it does. It does it well, and it performs well. for
I
what it is.
prefer the SPRs.
But I
We're talking
figured
about
out-
new snipers. The SPRs, I'd rather choose that than the Raid Tech.
What I figured out with the raid take, it takes 3 explosive shots to take down a car.
Oh.
And even I think it's also the same amount because you also have thermite rounds on it.
Yeah, if you have
And,
thermite rods, it
If
takes.
you've played Armored Royale, the quads, the like with the truck,
Yeah.
I've gotten wins on that, by the way. I got it like a couple nights ago. You see that everywhere now because of just how much damage it does. It shreds your car within like 7 shots, and you're like, oh my god, I need to stop and heal. I need to heal the car.
All right.
And the only reason why I won one of those games was because I was able to get out and I was able to second scope him, which was really risky, but I pulled it off.
So we talked about overpowered weapons and a little bit of the mechanics of Modern Warfare compared to Cold War, because that's the game that's coming out soon. What do you guys think of Modern Warfare? We're gonna finish it off with what you guys think of the mechanics of the game itself. Is it a good game? Is it a good game to play by yourself, or is it better with your friends? We're gonna go with
I love
Barney.
I love the gunsmith shit they added.
Yeah,
That's
best gun play ever.
Yeah,
in any COD right
because like I understand like people are getting mad like, oh, he has an overpowered weapon. Well, just look up the fucking how to build the good weapon and boom, like use that.
Choose a weapon that will counter.
Yeah, that'll counter it, and learn how to use that gun. Let's say like the Odin, people are like saying like, oh, the Odin's overpowered. Use the gun then. Learn how to control the recoil. Learn how to shoot people easy.
Learn how to.
That's what I did.
Learn how to at least deal with the slow paced shot.
Yeah, and I like the way. I just like the way the game feels. It's cool. It has like its own little small stuff, but it's cool. Like, have y'all played Search and Destroy lately?
I play Cyber. I play hardcore Cyber.
Nah. So there's this other glitch on Search and Destroy. You put down a trophy system, and you plant the bomb on it, and then the bomb just floats in the air, and they can't reach it. Yeah, they can't disarm it. As long as you have the bomb, you have a guaranteed win right there.
Well, Barney has a good consensus of the game, and I do admit the gunsmith is probably the best thing that has come out of the game itself, or one of the best things. And I'm really happy that the other CODs like Cold War is following
is now in 3 games.
Yeah, it's starting to follow that, and I really hope they keep it.
The second game, it's now in three games. It is in MW, Cold War, and COD Mobile, which, by the way, is still fun
Yes.
if you are just playing
You
for
unlock
fun.
Adler, by the way.
If you're just playing, look, like let's say you want to like, if you play fucking like Modern Warfare and you're like, I'm tired of all these tryhards, play some fucking COD Mobile, bro. Like you want to play against some fucking bots, dude, just play COD Mobile, dude.
Yeah, I know. Just if you have a wireless controller, just
Yeah,
hop in a game and go to
get your
town.
just connect your fucking PS4 controller, your Xbox controller on that shit. Boom.
Yeah,
Thomas,
you could straight up go to town on
what's
everybody.
your thoughts of Modern Warfare?
Oh, guys, we got rid of our third member.
Well, you heard it from Thomas. I'm actually recording right now, but yes, you heard it from Elie.
Oh,
Well, not,
fuck.
well, it's Thomas. It's we taught
Thank
it.
you.
We have removed.
Hi guys. Welcome back to the to bloopers of podcast. We have officially removed our third member because, for reasons unbeknownst to me, he was being kind of a Debbie Downer. He wasn't ready. He was kind of forgetful. This morning we were talking about it, and a person who isn't even in the podcast almost any of the times, he knew what the topic was, even though the man is supposed to be in the podcast didn't even know what it was. He said, I can read specifically
I have
at
Alzheimer's.
me,
No.
Crusader One, and Kirk and Togo, and Doge 116. Today's podcast will be recorded at 8:20. Do we have the topic? OP weapons at MW is what the guy said who wasn't even in the podcast. And Crusader One said, "Bruh," and I said, "How do you not know what the topic is when you're in the podcast and Gorilla isn't even in it?" He said, "I didn't read," and I said, "No, you did. You just forgot." Bruh's got Alzheimer's,
Well, there you go. You guys heard
and
it
that's it.
from what happened in Discord. Barney, who was our guest, has been offered the role of the third guy. I really think that he has a camaraderie. What is it, camaraderie? Fuck it. We can convene really well and we get along.
Charisma.
Yeah, charisma. There you go. There's really good charisma with Barney, and I really like Barney, to be honest with you. So I'm kind of glad, from my understanding, he basically accepted the offer. Because what happened was I told, after finishing the third episode, which is what you'll probably be hearing now. We told him, or I told him, Thomas and I had agreed, said we'll kick Isaac off the podcast, not of the server, but of the podcast. He left the server, and then I offered the role to Barney. He said that he might not be able to do it all the time, but like I told him, our goal is to be publishing videos every Friday, which means that we can be recording them Monday, Tuesday, around that. Even after Friday, we can do it if we have time. But he will probably be our new member, the third guy. He will be the third guy, more than likely. I really hope you guys enjoyed that charisma of his, and we'll be having Gorilla as one of our guests shortly or soon. Hopefully, you guys enjoy him too.